taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UMass's offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught behind the line. It's Price. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Off play action. He uncorks one deep. He's got it at the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass!
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time. Receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on! Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Tigers are flying down the field. Draw play, quarterback keeps him. Runs through a tackle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Good timing on the quick out. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
UMass 7, Missouri 0.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Jordan. And wings it incomplete. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. On the ground with the counter. Turns it on at midfield. Delivers the stiff arm. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air, it's Jordan. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Quarterback running on the draw. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. Makes the catch. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up 14 over Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Back to pass. He lets one fly deep, and he makes the catch inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. They just keep firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to fire. Gets away. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, ball's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
To the air, it's Jordan. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Breaks into the open. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Terry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Got enough for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's gotten the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Barges ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Elliott. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UMass offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Gives it on the option. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
UMass now faces a third and short. To the air, it's Jordan. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tiger! And they turn it into a defensive score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up by 17 over South Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. looking for room. It's Price. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the draw play? What's the first thing you have to do? You got to sell pass. Everybody believes in for just a second. The running back gets a little bit of space, and once he gets space, you can see he knows how to navigate and get down the field and make a big play.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Powers forward. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Going deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The UMass offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Caught in the backfield, it's Hood. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Under fire. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some...
There he goes! Smashes him with the stiff arm. Past the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! And the stomping has commenced.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 21 over Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Jordan. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll run play action. Unloads it left. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. UMass to the line facing third and long. They go to the ground. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll go to the counter play. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
The give to the lone running back. He has the first and still on his feet. It's a running touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UMass will line up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it past the marker. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using his legs to buy some time. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down coming up. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Price. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. The short hands, it's Terry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
Number 45, odds to punt it away.
They boot it away on fourth down. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
UMass now faces a third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. UMass will line up to punt it away.
To kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Using his legs, it's Hardy. Nice move to keep running. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Into the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Easy.
QB draw. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does.
He's going for the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal?
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Gets it out quickly. Jumped on top of the pile.
Was caught by the receiver. Tackle is made at the 7-yard line. It's now 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense has got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hard running there. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Splits the uprights. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Hairston. Fakes the grab. Fights off the defender.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
The Minutemen can be very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. UMass will line up to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2.
There he goes. Inside the 30. The tag. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 15 to Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kelly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need...
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Just feeds the running back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Now on 2nd down.
Easy.
He'll run it again. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football, no mental mistakes.